Hello my lovelies, we're back again. This time I'm in my beautiful coaching room, and sure, what a 24 hours it's been. So I think it's good for us to just start today by all just taking a deep breath. Sure, and just breathing out all that stress and all that anxiety that you've been accumulating over the last 24 hours. So today I want to talk to you about stress. And the impact that it's really having on you, because if you allow your stress to continue on a day-to-day basis, you're in for some really negative consequences with your physicality and with your body. So, stress occurs when life events, surpass our ability to cope. So I think we're experiencing that right now. A huge amount of events are going that is beyond our ability, although we think it's beyond our ability to cope. So when we feel that we're just not coping, we're going to slip into a stress response. And whenever you're in a stress response, your body is going to create high levels of the stress hormone cortisol. So when you have prolonged kind of cortisol output, you're going to have two major things happen. The one is you're going to have a lot of inflammation happen in your body. And the next is that you're going to have a decrease in your lymphocytes, your white blood cell counts, which makes you a lot more susceptible to illnesses and to infection. So it's really important to get your stress levels under control, especially through this time while everybody's trying to boost their immune system and is trying to stay healthy. So there's a few things that we can do to look at our stress response. And I know that a lot of you who are isolated with no family, you're on your own, are experiencing very high levels of anxiety at the moment. So I really hope that today's chat we can, talk about this, and that I can give you some stuff that could help you to just look at your anxiety levels. So the first thing I want to talk about is your vagus nerve. And if you don't know your vagus nerve, then I think that's one thing you can do tonight, is to go and Google this remarkable part of your body and what it does. It's astounding how involved this part of your body is with your stress response. So for those of you who don't know, your vagus nerve is the longest nerve in your body, and it runs all the way from your brain to some very major organs in your body, specifically your heart and your lungs and your digestive system. So it really controls your heart rate and it controls your breathing. And one of the ways that you can really manage and stimulate your vagus nerve to calm you down is through deep breathing. Now, I know that when you're in a state of stress or anxiety, everyone always goes, take a deep breath, take a deep breath. I know I do that to my daughter. It irritates her immensely. Stop telling me to breathe deeply. But there's a reason, and it's this vagus nerve, because it has a huge impact on lowering your stress levels. So when you're in a state of stress, just put your hand on your chest and just feel your heart's racing, and just feel that this is where you're breathing. You're doing shallow breathing is when you're breathing here into your shoulders and into your chest area. And that's not relaxing breathing, and that's not correct breathing. So for stimulating your vagus nerve, I want you to put your hand on your belly button. And when you're going to take a deep breath like I'm going to do with you just now, you're breathing first into your belly. You're breathing deeply into your belly, and in, through your diaphragm, and then slowly then filling up your chest cavity. Now, you're going to be breathing in, you're going to be holding your breath for some counts, and then you're going to slowly exhale. And that's also incredibly important. Most people take a deep breath and then they just let the breath go really quickly. So anyone who does any kind of yoga or meditation is going to know this kind of breathing technique. And the one that I'm going to do with you is known as the 4-7-8 breath. So you're going to breathe in for 4, you're going to hold your breath for 7 counts, and you're going to breathe out for 8. And I want you to do this with me to see how quickly your body's anxiety or stress levels really begin to sink when you're breathing deeply into stimulate your vagus nerve. So you're going to take a slow breath in for 4 counts. Hold for 7. And slowly exhale for 8. And can you just feel the calm that's already coming into your body? Your heart rate's lowering, your breathing is calming down. And practicing deep breathing like this throughout a day, or when you're feeling that your panic is getting the better of you, is really going to be an instant action you can take to just calm your whole system down. So most people take between 10 and 14 breaths per minute. What you're aiming for with this deep breathing is to do about 6 breaths in a minute. So I just want you to practice doing that 4, 7, 8 count, breathing deep into your belly. So you're filling your belly first with the breath, and then you're slowly exhaling. And this is a very quick way to just drop that anxiety level. So there's a lot of ways you can stimulate your vagus nerve. Deep breathing is one of the most common. Singing and chanting and laughing also stimulates your vagus nerve. So I think I said in a post earlier that please start following more entertaining people on social media during this time. Stop following the news, stop following the depressing stuff, because if you can follow comedians or people that can bring a lot of laughter, it's really going to help you to stimulate your vagus nerve as well. So laughing is really, really important. Guys, your vagus nerve is hugely involved in your gut health, and we all know that gut health is really big, you know, in terms of the research being done now and how it affects your overall mental well-being. And I hope that you're not cooped up for 21 days with copious amounts of sugar and carbs, because that just destroys your gut health. So, you know, make sure to stimulate, you know, to ensure your gut health is right. You're taking probiotics, you're eating well, and you're taking all of your supplements that help your gut health. That's also going to affect, you know, your vagal nerve stimulation. Of course, exercise and massage, hugely important. So guys, you can totally do exercise in your homes. There's a huge amount of free resources being made available to everyone in terms of personal trainers and yoga teachers and Pilates instructors doing incredible classes, you know, that you can just log into online. So there's really no excuse if you're stuck in your home for 21 days to be doing something physical with your body, because I think everybody's vegging a little bit too much on the couch watching Netflix. So let's get our bodies moving. Also helps with that stress and that anxiety. Guys, especially if you've got children, massage is really key. One of the biggest fears for most people in this isolation at the moment is the lack of human contact and the lack of touch. So if you are in the luxury position of living with someone while you're going through this 21-day lockdown, start incorporating some foot massages and hand massages and head massages, back massages, just body contact, especially for children. Children very often struggle to express their really deep fears and worry. And the massage is a beautiful way. Like, let them have a bath, give them a back massage, rub their feet before they go to bed, and it just soothes their whole anxiety response. So two of the biggest ways for me to handle your stress and anxiety levels are mindfulness and meditation. Now, I think you've all heard of mindfulness, and it's really one of the simplest practices that you can incorporate into your life every single day. And to kind of show you or tell you more about mindfulness, I'm actually going to forward you onto my very dear friend, James Happer. So if we weren't in lockdown, James would be doing this video with me today. But what I'm going to do is put James's website details on the bottom of this video. Many of you know James. So James is an incredible psychologist. He's a yoga teacher, and James is known as one of the mindfulness coaches in this country. And James also happens to have a 21-day meditation program that is free that you can sign up for tonight. Well, any day actually, but why not tonight? So he's brilliant at teaching meditation and teaching mindfulness practice. So mindfulness is simply, you know, having the awareness of where you are now and what you're doing now, and not allowing external events to trigger reactiveness within you. So it sounds really simple, but it's incredibly important to bring this practice, because doing it consistently and on a daily basis actually has the ability to change the physical structure of your brain. So mindfulness is critically important, especially for times like this. So I'm going to put James's details on, and James does Skype coaching. And so you can have a Skype coaching session with him where he can work with you around mindfulness and meditation. And he really is just one of the most remarkable kind of coaches that I know. You know, I trust very few people with my own work when I do work on my life, and James is definitely one of them. I trust him with my life. So for you to find a workable way to deal with your stress, your anxiety, and your fear moving into the next few weeks, please practice the art of mindfulness, practice the art of deep breathing, practice the art of meditation, go and research your vagus nerve. It's incredibly fascinating. And just stay on the day that you're on. It's very easy to leap forward and worry about what's coming. Just be where you are, stay where you are. And guys, it's very interesting that this is 21 days that we're in lockdown, because we all know that 21 days is how you start and launch new habits in your life. So sign up for James's 21-day meditation course today and commit to creating a new meditation practice in your life. It's free. What's your excuse? There is none. So go sign up. So I love you all, and I hope you're all staying safe and staying indoors. And I'm here, as always, just seeing questions, emails, connect with me if there's anything you want me to discuss in these videos. And yeah, just go and have a beautiful night. And I will chat with you tomorrow again.